hard her boat dip down, oh blow me bullet boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not.
Hi, so this is Panicking with GreyWolf's Den, and we are going to play some Deadliest Catch. So when you first start off the game, you already have a boat and everything like that, but there's some few things that you have to do before you can set sail to go fishing. Giving a shout out to our man Kargon, who is in Dutch Harbor area right now, fishing. So we want to wish him safe passage and wish him good luck. And so when you first start off in the game, you start off at the dock, and you'll get one of random captains trying to give you wants you to place a bet so who's going to catch the most crab at the end of the season. However, first starting off, this is not a good idea to do because you're going to need the money that you have. So let's go ahead and walk you through a little bit of it. This, of course, is your boat, kind of the same design as the Cornelia Marie from the show Deadliest Catch. You also have other boats like the Time Bandit, the Northwestern, and many others, of course. So when you come here to these docks, this is where you will sell your crab once you catch them. This is where you'll get supplies, crab net, bait, all that kind of stuff. Over here is where you'll pay your fines if you ever get any. This is where you hire your crew, and this is where you do some research to kind of better yourself and your crewmates. So we're going to start off here. So the first couple things you want to do is go ahead and get this captain's contacts. Under the captain's contacts, you get the trade discount for 10%. Go ahead and get that one, and go ahead and get the next one. It will make a little bit of a difference with your supplies and your crew. Now, next you're going to go over here to the crew management, and you can hire one crew member. So we're going to do that, and we're going to go ahead and have the possibility of hiring two crew members. Now it takes about $30,000 to get both of those done, so it doesn't leave you with much when you're starting off with only 50. However, we got 18,750, so now we got to go hire our crew. Hopefully we get some cheap cost on here. Not that cheap. Right off the bat, when we hire in here, this is going to be 15,000. It doesn't really matter who you grab, just grab somebody random. So we're going to go to the supplies. Let's go ahead and get we're just going to do 4 buoys because we're only going to run 4 pots starting off until we get our catch going up pretty high. So on the crab pots, you already have 1 of 7. We're going to move it up to down to 3. We're going to buy 3 more because we already got 1 on the boat. So, and let's grab some bait. Let's just grab, I don't think 2 of them should be plenty enough for what we're going to be doing. We can't forget that we need fuel. However, if you look on the left hand side over here, you will see that we already have 2,444 gallons of fuel. This will only give us, 46 more? We'll go ahead and buy it. All right, so now that we got all of our supplies, we are ready to go fishing. All right, so we are already out here. There's your 2 guys right there. So let's go ahead and set our guys up on their jobs while we're, I guess you can say, moving out this way. All right, so we won't put in the pot on the launcher. This is all done by crane. So we'll let that guy do that. We'll let this guy do all the pot preparation, things like that nature. Throwing out bad crab, and dock cleaning, bait preparation, and crab sorting. We'll have him do all that. This guy will start up with pretty much just operating the crane for the most part. So now, the next thing we need to do is, let's look at our map. Right now we're pointing towards Dutch Harbor. Wind's going to the left. If you hit this thermometer over here, you can see pretty much where the temperatures are. You got pretty good depths over here. You don't want that far depth. You're looking for muddy or sandy terrain. You can hit the little terrain button up here and it'll kind of show you that. The color of the red here will show you the higher temperatures. Now crab, according to the game, usually like to set between around 38 degrees. That's where they like it the most. So we're going to look right around in here and see what we can find. You don't want to go too much into the red. You want to stay just a little bit in the pink. That way it goes. So what we're going to do is, it looks like right in here would be a good set. Right here. And we're going to fast travel. So we're going to move out to here. So at this point in time, we are pointing in the right direction. Our guys are here ready to go. Start off by setting pots. So go back to your crew management, and we're going to start pot setting. Now, these guys will start moving the pots in the line and everything, so you don't have to operate the crane. Of course, when you go in the beginning of the game, the tutorial, it'll walk you through how to use each and every one of these pieces of equipment. Right now, we're up in the captain's chair. So what we're going to do, since we're setting the pots, is we're going to increase our speed and just keep going along the straight line. Now, if you look over here, it'll tell you what the fathoms are, what the temperature is in the wind direction. You can also see on the monitor below you your boat, and you can see the deck of your ship. These guys are setting up the pots and everything like that now. So while they're doing that, we're going on a steadily move. We're good to go. But let's show you this stuff. Okay, up in the captain's wheelhouse, you can't do too much. I mean, you can look at the boat and see everything being moved. There's a little pot of whales right over there, if you'll see right where my cursor is. And these are all the different types of crabs you can get. Red king, female and male, snow crab, the golden king, and the blue king. Those are all the different types of crabs you can catch. So let's get back in our chair here and get it going. So we've got one pot out, I believe, or yep, one pot out. Now you can't really see because the seat right here is in the way, but you can pop up and you look out the back door, and there's your there's the first pot we set. So the first pot's set, and we are moving on. Now remember, we only have 5 pots, so we don't have the full 8. So it won't take us as long. Now, of course, real life it's different, but according to the game, 12-hour soak, or 12 hours of putting these pots in the water and leaving them in the water is good. It's the right time to, of course, start harvesting. So we are going to drop these pots, and then we're going to rest for a little bit and pick them back up, see what we catch. As that's going on and setting their pots, everything's good to go. I will show you some more stuff. Now you can go either way on this, it doesn't really matter. Shift will help you speed up. You're going to be doing a lot of heat. These are our wells where we'll end up putting our crabs in these hatches here. There's our boobies right there for all of our crab pots. This is the fridge that we have. It's where we store all of our bait, as you can see. This is the bait block that chums it up for us, so it's easier for us to put in our bait blocks. This is the operations of the crane and the launch pad right there and all this. And here's your storage equipment. This is where all your parts are. Grappling hook, tote. This is where you'll have your WD-40, your Pentrain oil, and your repair kit and everything for your nets. The game is fun. I enjoy it. There was some other Deadliest Catch games previous to these that were pretty fun. The one that I liked the most, I can't remember the exact name of it, but you could actually use characters from the show like Edgar Hansen and the Harris boys and a few others as being members of your crew, whereas these guys that you're getting now are just John Doe randoms. So, that part, being able to use actual people from the show did make a difference, because you had actually in that one you had to do like your own cooking and everything. You had to do your own pot setting and everything like that. But anyway, our guys are through setting our pots, so we're going to have them to go rest. There's nothing else for them to do for the moment. Let them rest up, slowly move on. So let's hit M, see where we're at. You can see all the other boats and ships are starting to make their moves out towards the ocean to start dropping. And you can see that our earliest pot's only been sitting in the water for 17 minutes. So we got a while. So since we got a while, what we're going to do is we're going to take our boat and we're going to, let's zoom back in because we don't want to go too far. We don't have that much fuel. We got a 15-day season, so we still got 14 full days of fishing. All right, so we are here. Let's back off of our throttle Just put it at neutral right now. And let's see. If you can see right there, right in this area, right in here, there's our first set of pots. I mean, the view is nice. The graphics are real good in the game. I enjoy it. I'm sure, hopefully, that they will add some more to it in time. Maybe even get those playable characters from the TV show. It'd be pretty cool to play as like Wild Bill or Sig Hansen or Hillstrand Brothers or Josh Harris on the Cornelia Marie. Maybe hopefully they'll do some updates to the game, make it a little bit better, a little bit more challenging. You see the date and the time up in the top. It tells you when your season's ending, of course. While we're slowly making our way up here to the first pot, let's look on our map again. So we do have some boats around us. So I haven't really seen any other boats in the game, so I don't know if you'll actually see them when you're out here playing. I haven't really tried to look to see if you could find any. There is supposed to be one off to our right and left, but like I said, you might not see them. It looks close on the map, but they could be miles away from you. So, matter of fact, you got a little emergency call up here. You can call for help, and they'll tell you who's the closest. You got one. I got one that's 2.8, and one that's 3 miles away from me, and that is the Sunny Bay and the Grand Canyon. But like I said, you do have boats nearby. You can call emergency call. That's for in case bad storm, you get a damaged rudder, whatever the case might be, engines out, whatever, you can get help. So there is that ability in the game. So that's pretty cool. Now, if you was on this boat by yourself, you could do it, but it's going to take you a lot longer to do. Setting pots, the prep, everything like that, it can be done. But like I said, you'll have to do it all. So sometimes it's good to have that crew. Sometimes, it's just about if you can have, save the money or not. So let's get out. All right, so our pot's been here for 5 hours and 55 minutes. It's nowhere near long enough. We're still moving a little bit. 6 hours we need. Oh yeah, we got rest time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say rest time 6 hours. So 6 hours is gonna go by. So you see now it's fully green, right? That means they are ready to go. A little over 12 hours. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna put our guys to pot collecting. So our guys are gonna come out. Now another thing I really don't like about the mechanics of this is that with the way you're doing it is on the tab here, pot collecting, pot setting. It would be better if you could just turn around and like redrop. You know what I'm saying? Just if you got a good haul right here, why not drop it and keep going on? But with the way it's set up, you have to go back and forth with this right in this area. As you can see, it's dumping the crab. Now, if you get it in this point right here, you can say, you know what? Hey guys, you got that. Let's not pick it up. Let's say pot setting. So it's going to turn around, bring it after it's pulled the sorting table back, drop her right back down, get the bait in, drop it back in the same place, and rock and roll. Now, in the process of doing this, we want to go forward a little bit. We don't want to set in the exact same spot, and we need to get moved up to our next pot. Hopefully, we got some good numbers right in this area. If not, it'll be fine. So, he's going to drop that one. We're going on to the next one. So that part of the mechanic is a little bit crazy. We go from pot setting to pot collecting, back and forth. It can be a little bit crazy. I want to go out here and show you guys this. All right, so as he's sorting the pots, the crab, you'll get the bad and the good, and you'll get fish as well. The fish you can use use for bait, so that's always a good thing. And the tote that's inside your storage, you can help this guy at times too. The tote's in there. But what we're going to do on this one, since we're turning around and dropping our pots right back in basically the same areas, we don't want to dump the bad crab here. Let's go. What we're going to do is we're going to get all of these pots picked up and reset, and then drop all of our bad crab. Need to kind of spread them out a little bit better than this, but that's okay for right now. Once he gets this in, dumps it with the launch table moving forward, or sorting table, excuse me, then we can rock and roll. Now, you gotta just remember, once he drops it, once he drops it, we gotta flip it back over to pot setting so that they won't store it, and they'll go ahead and drop it back in the water. I said you only got 5 pots, so your table could fill up, but I doubt it will before you can get all this done. So, and I guess unless they change it, or if not, this is the way it has to be, then this is what you'll have to do to play the game. Just back and forth between pot setting, pot collecting that area. If you don't have good hauls in that area, I wouldn't suggest resetting the pots, of course. Just go to a different location. There are plenty of areas to fish all over. So he's pulling up our 3rd pot right now. Go ahead and get that dumped on the sorting table so we can reset it and get to the next one. All right, so now we're gonna got that. We're gonna go pot setting to get it thrown back out in the water. All right, so right now we're stopped, but I want to show you something because we were getting low on bait a while ago. This is where the fish come in handy if you don't grab enough bait, because we are getting low on bait, which we ain't get much freaking fish so far either. So, all right, so we just put the tote back away. We're gonna run back to the wheelhouse so we can get on to the next. He might be able to grab this one. I don't know why it was so offline from the others, but make that throw, man. Make that throw. We got 1,500 in fuel, so we're going good there. And he snagged the pot. Did he get it? Did he get it? Yep, he got it. It's like a pretty good harvest right there on that pot. It was pretty full. And drop. All right. Now we're going to switch back over to pot collecting. So he'll grab this next one that we got. Yeah, I can see the sun changing. Of course, it looks like the colors of the sea and everything a little bit different. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're back outside on the dock. He's pulling in the last pot that we have for right now. Doing pretty good. 62 good so far. That's not a lot. Not making killer numbers here, but we are making some. Nothing's been put in the hatch just yet. So this out of our 5, this is what we've got so far. And it's usually about 50-50 with the good and the bad. The fish are always good to have. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go in here, grab the tote, because we can start putting some of these good crab away. Now, I will tell you on this, when it comes to these fish, until you get about 8 or so fish, don't pick these up, because it won't let you put them in there. It'll do, see, not enough fish to grind, and we are out of bait, it seems. So we need to actually go back into the wheelhouse. Let me set this tote down real quick. So we're going to stop here. Oh, there's another boat. You can see it on the radar. It's green on the radar, and you can see it right there in the window. But anyway, let's go back out here. We're going to stop the boat right here in our spot. Hopefully we get enough fish out of this that we can have enough bait to set this last pot. Now we can do this. We can sit here and go, let's wait an hour. See how much has he got? Okay, we got the fish now. So this is enough fish now to get us grinded down to get some bait so we can set that last, and here he comes to get it. That's excellent. While that's finishing up, we will drop the tote, let him finish that up. We're going to go back into the wheelhouse. All right, we got our pots harvested and reset. Still got 13 days. We need fuel, bait, and supplies, so we need money. Guy there will take care of the rest of that stuff on the deck. As far as all these are, these fish go and everything like that, he'll take care of it. He'll finish the sorting it out. You can do wait an hour. You so if you well no, you fucking didn't do it, did he? We got the good fish. I mean the good crab fish. Lord. Close the hatch. We got 1,600. Not the best in the world, but hey. So he'll clean that up, and we are going to go to the warehouse. We're going to head back to Dutch. Now, it's going to take us 11 hours to do this, okay? So by the time we come back to these pots, they're going to be setting for 22 hours. Completely full, of course, but it could be a bad thing. They could start dying on us as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to sell our crab that we do have so far. We've got 314 pounds of red crab, Lord, 486 of Gold King, and 413 of the Blue King. And the Gold King is the high one for right now. So we made 16,000. That's good. So we're going to head over here, get our supplies. So we should be good to go with supplies and everything for a while. We're going to head over here, fill the boat up with some fuel. We fill it all the way up, I think. Yeah, we won't have like $1.40 left, but hey, we got a full boat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to cut it here and bring it back when we head out and pick up our pots and start making some cash. Thanks for watching. This is Panicking with GreyWolf's Den.